Hello, all. Alyx's World, safe space, wrestling fans like you. Your host, Alyx, just Alyx. I just got done watching WWE NXT Stand and Deliver 2025 live in Las Vegas. Weeks ago in March, I watched Roadblock, WWE NXT Roadblock. And I said then, this was their Stand and Deliver. I gave that show high remarks. I had a hard time believing I would ever see a better show this year from NXT than that show. You know what? Shawn Michaels, I think you might have made me eat my words. Because Stand and Deliver, top to bottom, was a banger show. Might be one of the best PLEs that Shawn has produced since he took over NXT. And please understand me, I am someone that watched all of NXT Black and Gold. So when I say this is one of the best NXT shows, I mean it. Now we can sit here all day and rank it amongst all the NXT takeovers and maybe even NXT PLEs, maybe even some WWE PLEs. I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to say is this. I thought going into this show that NXT needed to make a statement. Because WrestleMania weekend, although the hype has not been all that great, it's still a loaded card. And if they're not careful, this is going to be a very forgettable show. And so they had to come out swinging. They had the roster to do it. They had the matches, the lineup. All of them just needed to come out and produce their best. Not only did they produce their best, I thought they exceeded all expectations. I came out of this show with the biggest smile on my face. Shawn Michaels, man. Look, when he first got in there, you could tell he needed to figure out some things. Understand the roster, try a couple of stuff, do a couple of creative ideas here and there, hit a couple of walls. But after maybe even half a year or so, a couple of months, it started to click. And then he just started putting out bangers. And I said, whether this was at the end of last year or maybe earlier this year, I said, there's a shift happening right now with NXT. Because they're bringing in all these ex-AEW talent, but also you're starting to see this WWE ID program start to bleed into the show as well. And it's still forming its own identity under those conditions. People like Jordan Grace coming in, the rise of Jada Parker, hi Miss Parker, and all these other talent. Julia, Stephanie Vaquer, who just completely took over the women's division. Rightfully so. And of course, that main event with Oba Femi, Javon Evans, and of course, Big Trick Williams. You're seeing a new NXT emerge. And I think I've reached a point where, although I'm going to completely love NXT Black and Gold, I've started to accept this new NXT as its own thing, its own entity. And I don't know if I'm ready yet to be fully invested in it, where I'm watching it every single week. But I'm getting there. These PLEs are can't miss. That's something I will say. Shawn Michaels has at least reached a point where I cannot miss a single PLE from NXT now. Because if they're going to be this good, or at least close to this, and Roadblock, expect me on every single one. So getting to the actual card here. The first match, Ricky Starks. I'm going to be doing that until I get used to saying Ricky Starks. I did the exact same thing with Edge and Adam Copeland and Cope in AEW. So Ricky Starks versus Ethan Page. I still don't understand how Ethan Page kept his name and Ricky Starks can't keep his. Well, whatever. These two are far more advanced than any other NXT talent. This match was damn near perfect. They hit every spot, and all of it looked good. Crisp, smooth. Ethan Page, of course, did not get the win. Ricky is the big star. He's the one being built up to be the next NXT World Champ or NXT Champ. So, of course, he was going to win. But I was watching this match, and I was like, man, these guys are clearly main roster ready. Clearly. They know where the cameras are. They understand in-ring psychology. Do they really need to be here? Especially when the main roster desperately needs some names right now. And then I stopped myself and went, yeah, but NXT is still a show. At the end of the day, NXT is a show itself. So, you need some names on that show. No, they're not developmental. They're far beyond that. They're definitely ready for the main roster. But I do appreciate that they're given a spotlight to shine. Both of them. Because if they were on the main roster, who knows if they would even be getting TV time. Look at Andrade. Just saying. Love that first match, by the way. Great opener. And then we get into what they did with the tag teams. So, this was my first time watching Hank and Tank. I've never seen them before. Hand on heart, swear to God, I've never seen them before, except for tonight. I fell in love with them immediately. I am blown away by this tag team. Where did Shawn Michaels find these guys? Are these people from the WWE ID program? Have they always been on NXT? Again, I've never seen them before. But they're awesome. And Faxium, it's funny, Faxium won the best tag team of the year last year. And the panel I had were confused. Like, why them? I've seen a couple of their matches and I kind of understood it. Watching matches like this, watching their match with the Hardy Boys, I totally get it now. I totally get it. Faxium is next level. Both of them. Nathan Frazier, Axiom. That type of tag team should definitely be on the main roster. And I think they are being called up. That's why they lost here. Feels like a call-up, if anything else. But they held those belts for a long time, like over 200 days. I think it's like 236 days or something. I was not expecting Hank and Tank to win, but I'm glad they did. And apparently they were the underdog tag team. They've lost every single match up to this point. So, it was a surprise win. It was for me, it was, because I haven't been watching NXT. Excellent performance. It might as well have been their debut match, because I loved them. That dive to the outside by, oh my goodness, who was it? Was it Hank or Tank? One of them did a dive to the outside, literally cleared the entire outside area and landed right on the announcer table. That shit was clean. And these guys are big. He shouldn't be able to do that, but he did. I love that Axiom teased the heel turn at the end there, but then flipped it and gave him a hug. That was nice. So yeah, I think Axiom is getting, Fraxium, Axiom, and Nathan Frazier, they're getting called up soon. So looking forward to seeing how they do in the main roster. We got this women's ladder match. First off, I keep saying this, but NXT has the best women's division in the world right now. And it's matches like this that remind me, holy crap, WWE is sitting on a gold mine when it comes to female wrestlers. You move all these women up, the entire roster changes. Overnight. The quality jumps almost immediately. And believe it or not, a lot of these women are rookies. Maybe only one or two of them have been wrestling for a couple of years or so, but all of them are rookies. And they have gotten to a point where they don't feel like it. This match was great. So Ruka, though. So Ruka. When she hit that soul snatcher off the ladder, I remember my reaction then. I said, if she doesn't win the fucking match after hitting that spot, that was clean as hell. She did another one immediately afterwards. This time a double soul snatcher. Hard for me to say, apparently. And I love that moment with her and Zarya, where they were on top and they're friends, and it looked like Zarya was going to have a HLA moment with her. Nothing wrong with that. But that was a nice little moment. I said to myself, she better win this title. And she did. I said, all right, Sean. You don't have a spot like that and don't win. I would have been pissed if she didn't win. The entire match was great, by the way. Everybody looked good, including Lola. Miss Lola Vice. Big favorite of hers. And Kalani Jordan. That girl is something else. But Soruka is someone they should be invested in. And I'm very excited to see what she does. Isn't she also the women's speed champion? Oh yeah, she's going to be big. So, very happy about that match. There was a 6-man tag. I'm not going to lie. I get what they're trying to do with the Tony D'Angelo family stuff. Apparently, what's his name? Stacks, whatever. Turned on him. Big angle. People were shocked that it happened. What? I haven't been watching. I'm not invested. So, it is what it is. This, Shield, but not Shield group. What are they called? Dark Straight? Something like that. I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to compare them to the Shield. But I'm kind of left with no choice because there's a lot of Shield-esque aspects about them. And I get that they're trying to be their own thing, and I appreciate it, but, I just go, that's a Shield ripoff. I don't know. But, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Like, everything comes from something. I get that. There was something off about this match. It was a good match. I just couldn't get invested because I don't know much about these guys. Maybe if I had been watching more often, if I watch every single week, I'd be a lot more invested. But yeah, one of the people turned on Tony D'Angelo. Not the same thing as the Colin turning on him. Why are all these people turning on him? All right, seriously. Give me the lowdown. What's going on here? Because he just had people turn on him to join, I was going to say Ty Dillinger. Not Ty Dillinger. But you know who I'm talking about. To join, Spears. And, now we have these people. Apparently. Stacks. I'm hoping I'm getting his name right. Whoever the hell that guy is. Turn on him. But, yeah. Y'all let me know. Should I be invested? Because, I don't know. I'll tell you what I am invested in, though. That fatal 4-way. Stephanie McCurr. Julia. Miss Parker. Hi, Miss Parker. Jada Parker. And mother effing Jordan Grace. This match was outstanding. All 4 of them tore it up. I'm going to just say it. Stephanie McCurr owns NXT. Sorry, Sean. This is Stephanie McCurr's show. It is. When I think NXT, I think the women's division. Who is at the top of that division? Stephanie McCurr. To this day, and I know the fans were chanting, Tony fumbled. Tony fumbled. Dang, that scared the hell out of me. There was I don't know what it was. Just hope he didn't get into an accident, but whatever. They were chanting, Tony fumbled at the beginning of the show during the Ricky Starks, again, Ricky Sanks, I apologize. Told you I was going to do it again. Ethan Page match. And I said, look, I get what you're trying to do, but these two have stood out on their own, right? They don't really need Tony. If you want to chant that, chant it here. Because he definitely fumbled the ball with Stephanie McCurr. You had an opportunity to sign this woman after she outperformed Mercedes Moné in that match at Forbidden Door last year. Triple H snatched her up immediately. He said, I gotta have her. And he got her. He got her immediately. As soon as that match was over with, called her up and he had her in WWE within 24 hours. We talk about fumbling the ball. That's something that you should chant Tony fumbled at. Because he did. He fumbled the ball with Stephanie. I cannot believe he has not signed her. He did not sign her. But she owns NXT. It is her show. Again, I give all the credit to the people writing, and I love all the other women. The 3 women in this match were exceptional. Jada Parker is going to be huge when she gets to the main roster. She has the personality. She's figured out certain things, the small stuff to make people care about her. And she's gotten so much better inside the ring. I'm noticing that she's getting better and better each time I watch her. Once she gets that down to a science, it's a wrap. She is going to take over that main roster. Her and Lola Vice. Jordynne Grace, that's a vet. That's a true veteran. She's been doing this for decades now. And then, of course, you had Julia. She's a gem. She is a gem. And I already know that when she, Stephanie McCurr, and many other women, but those two in particular get to the main roster, it's going to change the entire spectrum. The entire pecking order is going to be shifted when they get there. Because Stephanie McCurr is taking that top spot. I'm just letting you know right now. She just has that aura about her that screams main eventer. And so I think the next time the women have a main event at a WrestleMania, I wouldn't be surprised if Stephanie McCurr is in it. That's my biggest compliment I can give to her. Seriously. She did win this match, by the way. She better have. I'm sorry. I love Julia, and I love Jordynne Grace, and definitely Miss Parker, but it's Stephanie McCurr's show. End of story. It's her show. Then we get to the main event, and I'm going to take my time with this one because trigger warning. Oh, you can't judge people by their skin color or their race. You got to judge them by merit. Shut up. I am going there. We know how this business has been to people like us. And so anytime I get to talk about, I'm just going to say it, black excellence, I'm going to mention it. First time all black male triple threat main event, not just in NXT but WWE, on a pay-per-view PLE. With a black referee, by the way. They killed it. Oba Femi, Big Willie, Trick Williams, Javon Evans. Aren't they like in their 20s? And I'm not lying because Oba's like 22, right? Javon's younger than Oba. And I think Trick is like either late 20s, maybe even early 30s. I'm not too sure about Trick anymore, but they're all young. The way my mouth was on the floor when this match was over with. This was one of the best NXT fights, best NXT matches, best NXT main events I have ever seen in my life. And they're all new. All three of them have, I gotta estimate less than 5 years under their belt as wrestlers. Right? All of them. They just got here. Oba literally walked in over what? Less than 2 years ago, I believe, right? Same thing with Javon Evans. Trick's been here for a while. I'll give him that. But still, less than 5 years. And all of them went in there and had one of the best matches I've seen under the NXT brand. You know what? Sometimes it's okay to mention the importance that this has to your culture. You can look at this as a great, excellent triple threat match based off of talent, based off of merit. If you want to do that, go for it. Don't be offended when someone like me takes pride in it because you know the history of my people here. It might piss you off too goddamn bad. Click off the video and go cry yourself a river. I don't give a fuck. I took pride in this. And I know they took pride in this. All three of them know how important this was. Shawn Michaels knows how important this is. You gave them the platform. They took it, ran with it, and delivered the best possible match they could do. Exceeded my expectations. All three of them killed it. And yes, I do believe Javon Evans should be an NXT champ one day. Shoot, Javon Evans, he's going to be big on the main roster too, because that boy is bouncy. I had to say it one time. Anyways, but Oba Femi, the best compliment I can give him, I've already said many times before. Y'all all cry about, when's Brock Lesnar coming back? Fuck Brock Lesnar. Do you hear me? Fuck Brock Lesnar. You got Oba Femi. Fuck Brock Lesnar. Oba Femi is 22 years old. Fuck Brock Lesnar. Oba Femi can do literally everything Brock can do. Probably even better. Fuck Brock Lesnar. Look to the future. Look to talent like this. Trick Williams. I haven't been hearing him on the microphone lately. People have been telling me he's better on the mic. And that's been my only issue with Trick. Inside the ring, holy crap. He did a standing backflip during this match, and I said, whoa, when did he start doing that? What the fuck? It was great. But anyways, I've always thought Trick had everything else but the mic skills. And I'm going to trust you guys when you tell me he's figured it out. Okay? Because if he has, it's a wrap. He's going to be big. People have told me that he'll be bigger than Carmelo Hayes. Calm down. Calm down. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Although, look, he might. I'm not going to limit Trick Williams. I've already paid for that. When I first saw him, I said, that guy? No. Okay, I paid for that already. I'm not doing that anymore. I just believe, don't sleep on Carmelo Hayes, people. Don't sleep on him. Regardless, Trick has all the tools to be a massive main event player. Massive. It's just, once again, finding the right character, finding the right opponent, being there, right place, right time. We'll see. But Oba's going to be great. Trick's going to be great. Javon Evans, there's something special about him. Again, think about the fact that he just got here. He's got a lot of work. And he's young, like 20s, young 20s. So a decade later, when I'm in my 40s, he'll probably still, hopefully he'll still be doing this. He'll probably still be reaching his prime. Keep an eye on him. But this was an excellent main event. Oba Femi retains, as he should have. And I came by the show with a big smile on my face going, Shawn, I will never doubt you ever again. Not saying I ever doubted Shawn Michaels, but I remember saying, man, I don't know if you're going to be able to top Roadblock. Roadblock might have been your show of the year. Well, they either came damn near close or they did it. I'm not too sure yet. I'm gonna have to go back and watch Roadblock. But what do y'all think? But I wanted to get this review out because I thought the show was amazing. And I'm glad I watched it. Give me your scores. Give me your grades down below. You can just check my grade right there. It's gonna be somewhere between a B+ and an A. I have to look at all the matches and grade them properly, but it'll be either a B+ or an A. Ain't gonna be no less than a B+. Honestly, I'm thinking no less than an A-, if I'm being real with you. But that's my thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. Do all the YouTube things. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and Venmo. Love you all, and I'll see you for the rest of WrestleMania weekend. Right here in Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. Peace.